Hello, grade 9 students. In this video, we're going to continue our chapter about genetics, part 6 for the week 32. Here, we're going to start with a new idea, which is called the test cross. First, we talk about two different types of crosses. The first type of cross, it was the monohybrid cross, where the parents are pure and they differ in only one trait. The second type of crosses, it was the self cross, when we cross F1 with F1, F1 with itself. So it's called the self cross. Now, the test cross is the test number 3. Test cross is the cross of a dominant individual with a recessive individual. What's the meaning of this? This person is dominant. So this dominant, it can be either pure, homozygous, or hybrid, heterozygous. So we cross it with a recessive. Recessive, it's always homozygous. So we want to determine if the parent, they are pure or hybrid using this cross, which is the test cross. So here, the recessive, it's always pure. It's homozygous and it only gives one type of gametes. However, the dominant, it can be pure or it can be hybrid. So if it's pure, we have only one phenotype when we did the cross. While if it's hybrid, we will have two phenotypes in the offsprings. Type of crosses, as I said, the first type, it was the self, crossing F1 with itself. The second, it's the monohybrid cross where the parents are pure and they differ in only one trait. And the third type of crosses, it's the test cross. So let's move to this application. Rula has a white rabbit at her farm. It has black father and white mother. So black father and white mother. And all of the siblings, they are white. So determine the dominant and the recessive allele. Since all the rabbit siblings, they are white, like one of the parents, they are white. So the white allele is dominant over the black allele, which is recessive. And also the parents, they are pure here. Rola wants to make sure that her group of white rabbits, they are pure. So in order to determine whether they are pure or not, what do we have to do? We have to do the test cross. So cross the white rabbit, it's dominant allele, dominant phenotype, with the recessive one, which is the black. So we cross it with a black. If we have one phenotype, so it's pure. If we have two different phenotypes, so it's heterozygous. She crossed a female white rabbit one with a male black rabbit. All the obtained rabbits, they are white. So how many phenotypes do we have? We have only one phenotype. So from the white, it should get only one gamete, which is, for example, the W. If you say, for example, the W capital for the white and the B small for the black, since it's recessive. So there, the white, it can be either WW or it can be WB. But the black, 100%, it's BB. Since we have only one phenotype, so we have from the dominant, here BB, it gives only one type of gamete. It gives B, 100%. Since we have only one phenotype, all of them, they are white. So here in the dominant, it gives only one phenotype, which is this one, WW. So it gives 100% W. So here, the dominant white rabbit, it should be pure. It couldn't be heterozygous. So she crossed another white rabbit too, part C, with another male rabbit. We got 50% black, 50% white. So here, the black, sure, it's BB. While the white, it can be either WW or WB. Since it's dominant, it can be expressed in both homozygous or heterozygous. So WW or WB. How many different phenotypes do we have? We have two different phenotypes, 50% black, 50% white. So here, sure, the dominant should give two different type of gametes. So here it should be WB and not WW. Perform the essential factorial analysis to verify the results. Talk about the results. Part 1. Since all the rabbit siblings they are white like one of the parents, then the white allele is dominant. I don't say the white is dominant over the black. The white allele is dominant over the recessive allele, which is the black, and the parents. They are pure. What should we do in order to determine whether it's pure or heterozygous? We should do a test to cross her white rabbits, which are with the dominant phenotype, with the black rabbits with the recessive phenotype. First, before we talk about genotype, pay attention here. I didn't mention that you have to give the symbols, but I asked for genotype. So whenever I ask for genotype, you should give the symbols. So let W capital be the symbol of the white dominant allele over the recessive black allele. Let B small be the symbol of the black allele, which is recessive with respect to the white dominant allele. Black holds recessive trait. So this black, it's only expressed in the case of homozygous. So the black rabbit, 100%, it should be B small, B small. So how many gametes it gives? It produces only one type of gamete, which is B, 100%. So the result of the offspring or the descendants, they depend on the gametes produced by the dominant parents. So dominant will determine this. All the offspring are white. So the dominant parent, they give only one type of gamete, which is W. They give only one type. So they should be what? They should be pure of genotype, W capital, W capital. Moving to part C. Since the black parent presents the recessive and it should be expressed only in homozygous, so the black is pure and produce only one gamete, B small. The results depends on the gametes produced by the dominant parent. This is the way you have to follow it whenever you are solving the exercise. If you don't follow these steps, meaning that you're not going to get the full mark. Since 50% of the offspring they are black, then they must receive a B allele from each parent. We have 50% they are black. These black they are BB. So they get one B from the father and one B from the mother. So the dominant parents, they should be heterozygous, carrying both allele W and B. So they are hybrid of genotype WB. We'll move for the factorial analysis. First, we start with the phenotype. The female was white and the male it was black. So female WW with the male BB. So the gametes will be what? The gametes of symbol gamma. So the female will give only one type of gamete, which is what? Which is 100%. So here W capital, it's 100%. And here it's B small, it's 100%. Let's now move to the table of result. Table of cross, you have to draw the table of cross. You have to divide it into female and male. Female, it gives what? It gives the W 100%, and here it gives B small 100%. So they will be WB 100%. Moving for the table of result, you have the genotype and the phenotype. So genotype, it's WB 100%. So 100% they have white color or white rabbits. So here, did they ask you to verify the results or to verify the experimental results? Yes. So here you have to say, therefore, results are verified. Therefore, results are verified. Cross C, they crossed the white with the black. White, it was the female. With the black, it was the male. So genotype for the female WB with the black short is WB. Moving for the gametes of symbol gamma. So the gametes, we have two different types of gametes, W and we have B small, 50% and 50%. While here we have only B small, which is 100%. Moving for table of cross and the table of results. So table of cross, it should be divided like this for the female and for the male. So the female, we have W 50% and we have B small, it should be what? It should be 50%, while in the male we have only B small 100%. So it will be WB 50% and BB 50%. So moving for the table of result, we have the genotype and you have the phenotype. So always pay attention. You have to write the table of cross, table of result. So genotype WB 50% and we have BB 50%. So 50% they are white and 50% they are black rabbits. So therefore results are verified. Therefore results are verified. Now to the application 2. A florist was working with his flowers, so he performed the following cross. A white flower was crossed with a red flower. So all the obtained flowers were pink. Wait a minute. They are not white. They are not red. So this is a color that's intermediate between the white and the red. So this is the case. This is the new case. It's not dominant. It's not recessive. So what did you use? What is the type of this cross? So first of all of one, they are pink, unlike any of the parents. So they are showing intermediate phenotype. Intermediate, it's in the middle between the red and the white. It's pink. So it's called intermediate phenotype. So the parents here, they are pure, and the alleles, the red and the white, they are with intermediate dominance. This is the new case here, intermediate dominance. What is the type of this cross? The type of this cross, it's a monohybrid cross. Why? Because the parents are pure and they differ in only one trait. So let's start step by step. Since all the F1 in cross 1 they are pink, unlike any of the parents, they are showing intermediate phenotype. They are showing pink between the red and the white. It's called intermediate phenotype. Then the parents are pure and the red allele is of intermediate dominance with the white allele. Part 2, it's a monohybrid since both parents are pure and they differ in only one trait, which is the color. Let W capital here, we have to change the way. Let W capital be the symbol of the white allele, which is of intermediate dominance with the red allele. And let R capital, did you see here? Both of them, they are dominant. R capital be the symbol of the red allele, which is of intermediate dominance with the white allele. Part 4, they need the genotype. The parents are pure. So the white is WW, W capital, and the red R capital. W, it gives one type of gamete, which is W. And the red flower RR, it gives only one type of gamete, which is R. So the pink flower, they have the phenotype R capital, W capital. Part 5, they cross the white flower with the red. Let's give the white the male and the red the female. White will be WW and RR for the female. So here they need it in percentage or proportion. We have to read the question carefully. They need it in percentage. So we have to work it in percentage. So W, it's 100%, and R, it's 100%. Now let's move to the table of cross and the table of result. So in the table of cross, what do we have to draw? We have to draw the table of cross divided into both male and female, and you have to put in the male we have W 100%, here we have R 100%, so both of them they are R capital W capital 100%, and in the table of result we have to divide it into genotype and phenotype. So in the genotype we have RW 100% and the phenotype 100%. They are pink. So therefore results are verified. Did they ask for to verify the results? Yes. So you have to say therefore results are verified.